Anyway, there's no harm in signing us. You can
The
put
floor,
either
sir.
with reservations, may
I have the
amend.
point of order. May I have the floor?
Yes, may we recognize Senator Gordon, Mr. President.
Mr. President, I don't need to be lectured on the rules. I'm going, like I said, by the previous statement that I did on August 11 and August 18. Out of respect for the Senate President, kung ayaw ng mga kasama natin, wala akong magagawa, hindi ako mamimili. But I don't have to be told na if it will be signed. Lahat tayo, we roll the dice on our committee reports. Now, kung ganyan ang labanan dyan, then we can do the same thing, Mr. President. I already said I will abide by what the Senate President says. I don't have to be insulted, Mr. President, as if I don't know the rules. I play on principle, Mr. President. That's why nga sinasabi ko, nagpapasalamat na ako na yung mga kasama natin, kung ayaw nila, okay lang yan. Alam ko, naiibig ko minsan yung mga kasama natin, but hindi ko ito pinapa-fast break, Mr. President. I think this is a very good report, if I may say so. But if we don't agree, what can I do? I've already reported it to media na itong mangyayari without trying to disturb the report of the Senate President. Walang harang yan dyan, Mr. President. So please try not to misinterpret what I'm trying to do here. If you want me to report on Monday, I will report on Monday. Whether or not I get the signatures, I will report it, Mr. President. That some of the committee reports, including Mama Sapano, including the one on the Vaxia, was not completely signed. But nonetheless, Mr. President, these are all reports based on testimonies under oath, and we have submitted that to the Department of Justice and to the Ombudsman. Now, if the government is not pleased with it and they don't want to move on with it, then we are all the losers for it, Mr. President. So I will abide by your desire, Mr. President. I don't want to be interfering in your. I know that you want to make sure that your report, which is quite good, must be discussed right away, and I will abide by that, Mr. President.
If the chair, before I recognize Senator De La Rosa, if the chair may add to the discussion, if it is a separate concurring or dissenting opinion or a report, then it should be filed first with the Secretary of the Senate. Now, if it is a different report which pertains to the Blue Ribbon Committee hearings conducted last year, then it should be filed as a separate committee report. So that's as per our rules, Your Honor. Then
That's particularly Section 22 of our rules. That's
yes,
correct,
Section
Mr. President.
22. On that note, may I recognize Senator De La Rosa?
Thank you, Mr. President. I have already started reading the Blue Ribbon Committee report, Mr. President, and I find it a very good report. So I think it deserves separate time. I think we should take that up in separately from this whole of the committee, committee of the whole report, Mr. President. Dahil napakaganda po na report yun. It really deserve our 100% attention. Sana pagbigyan natin yung ibang panahon para maganda yung pagka-report ng committee report na yun, Mr. President.
That is well taken, except that the way I understand it, Senator Gordon is submitting or wants to submit a separate concurring opinion or report in connection with the Committee of the Whole inquiry. So
But
if that is the intention, then he should have filed first with the Office of the Senate Secretary that particular opinion or report. Now, if it pertains to the proceedings conducted last year, then I agree with you that it should be taken up in a separate session day.
Mr. President,
Thank you,
just a
Mr.
few minutes ago, Senator Gordon said that he will abide with what we agree upon, and I concur with Senator De La Rosa. Perhaps what we could do is to continue with the interpellation of the Committee of the Whole report today, and whatever we want to do with it afterwards is up to the body. And then over the next few days, the Blue Ribbon Committee report should be filed, and if possible on Monday, Senator Richard Gordon will sponsor the Blue Ribbon Committee report. That will be the best procedure so that we will give it the proper time that it is deserving of the report.
Thank you, Mr. Senate President. Majority Leader?
Yes, I concur with the Senate President with due respect to our distinguished colleague from Zambales, because it says here the report, whether concurring or dissenting opinions, not only shall be filed to the Secretary of the Senate, but should also include it in the order of business. So it has to be read also out in the order of business, in the reference of business, Mr. President. So my apologies to our dear colleague. What we can do is commit on Monday, first hour, Mr. President, we will recognize Senator Richard Gordon as chairman of the Blue Ribbon Committee to sponsor the said measure. Hopefully by Monday, ma-file na po siya.
That is assuming, of course, that majority of the members of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee will sign or will affix their signature on the committee report.
Yes, that is correct, Mr. President. Anyway, there is no harm in signing. You can put either with reservations, may amend.
Point of order. May I have the floor?
Yes, may we recognize Senator Gordon, Mr. President.
Mr. President, I don't need to be lectured on the rules. I'm going, like I said, by the previous statement that I did on August 11 and August 18. Out of respect for the Senate President, I said we are going to submit a report and it can be together, and the Senate President said it is most welcome. Now, forgive me if I assumed that that was already a go signal. Now, at the same time, yesterday, I talked to the Majority Floor Leader, and she said, you will be first tomorrow. Now, Mr. President, I don't have to be threatened that if it will be signed by the rest of the committee. I take risks, Mr. President. Hindi ako nagpa-file ng bill dito para ma-approve lamang. Kung ayaw ng mga kasama natin, wala akong magagawa. Hindi ako mamimili. But I don't have to be told na if it will be signed. Lahat tayo, we roll the dice on our committee reports. Now, kung ganyan na labanan dyan, then we can do the same thing, Mr. President. I already said I will abide by what the Senate President says. I don't have to be insulted, Mr. President, as if I don't know the rules. I play on principle, Mr. President. That's why nga sinasabi ko, nagpapasalamat na ako na yung mga kasama natin, kung ayaw nila, okay lang yan. Alam ko, naiibig ko minsan yung mga kasama natin, but hindi ko ito pinapass break, Mr. President. I think this is a very good report, if I may say so. But if we don't agree, what can I do? I've already reported it to media na itong mangyayari without trying to disturb the report of the Senate President. Walang harang yan dyan, Mr. President. So please try not to misinterpret what I'm trying to do here. If you want me to report on Monday, I will report on Monday. Whether or not I get the signatures, I will report it, Mr. President. It has happened before. It's not the first time. I'm not like those who play, ay baka matalo ka, nakakaya. Hindi po ako nahihiya kung tama ang ginagawa ko. Kung matatalo ako, may kanya-kanyang opinion. Hindi po talo yun. Ang importante, this is a deliberative body and we appeal to the conscience and the mindset of our people here para lumabas ang tunay. And that is all, Mr. President. On that note,
Right.
I abide by the ruling of the President, Mr. President.
Thank you. The point of Senator Gordon is well taken, Mr. President. And so if the body will agree, as I suggested, we continue with the period of interpellation now on the Committee of the Whole report, and await the Blue Ribbon Committee report on Monday to be sponsored by Senator Gordon. I think I don't see any objection to that agreement between Senator Gordon and myself, Mr. President.
So just
Mr. Senate President, the remark that came from the chair wasn't intended to insult. It's just a statement of fact that before we can sponsor a measure, it should be signed by the majority of the members. It was not meant to insult Senator Gordon or anybody for that matter. We all know the rules of the Senate.
All right. I think that is.
I know the rules, Mr. President. I
Okay,
don't want to be an expert, Mr. President. I just want to be clarified because ang confusion niya, sinabi ko, isasama ko sa report ninyo and you said it was most welcome. Now, if you want me to file a formal report, I will do that, Mr. President. That's easy enough to do. it's finished. If the other senators would like to sign it, they're most welcome. If they don't want to sign it, it's fine. But don't stop me from saying na parang I'm getting muzzled here because there are alliances, and I don't want to say that. We all have alliances. Sometimes when a report comes out, meron mga alliances na matatamaan dyan. So, Mr. President, I don't want to speak further anymore. I don't want to create deep wounds here. I just want to say I've already abided by the Senate President's rule, and I have every step of the way. I have consulted the Senate President and the Majority Floor Leader. If they didn't misunderstand that, if I made a mistake, Mr. President, I am sorry because I did not intend to make a fast break here, Mr. President.
Yes.
And I appreciate Senator Drilon, by the way, who called me today and said, Dick, I'm sorry, I cannot vote for it. And I said, that's very kind of you. I really respect that. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
All right. Yes, and then also based on our rules, and again, it's well taken, and I concur. Based on our rules, what can happen is that if ever we do agree, the body agrees that we approve the committee of the whole today after a period of interpellation, just in case, there is nothing that will prevent the Blue Ribbon to present a committee report on Monday that is concurring to the committee of the whole report. I don't think there's anything wrong.
With all due respect, sir, I'm aware of that.
Diba? So okay pa rin. Okay pa rin.
I was always aware of that, Mr. President. But then it said that we did not work only last year. We worked until this year, Mr. President, in spite of COVID. Only we had to work through TV and through telephones. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Gordon. Tell you, the presiding officer, thank you.